But first, let's talk about this Fortnite game that everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
A game I have a lot of experience with myself. No. I've never played Fortnite, but I am very. I've always been very interested in sort of a bird's eye view, just tracking big trends within the video game industry. And there's some new data from analyst Superdata that clearly indicates Fortnite, despite big publishers like EA and Activision saying they don't feel threatened by Fortnite, they feel like it's the rising tide lifts all boats. Is that the phrase? Despite them claiming that, I think there's some clear data that very clearly does indicate Fortnite is drinking everyone's milkshake.
Super did it bring all the boys to the yard?
Well, these are different references. Wow, that's quite a mashup.
A little No Doubt for you on a little 90s music.
That's not No Doubt. That was who did?
What am I? I'm conflating my own.
Yeah, it's not No Doubt.
here.
Is it Fergie that did the milkshake?
Is that who that
one?
was?
I think that was Fergie.
All right, well, let's go with it. Or not. It's fine.
I was referencing There Will Be Blood. That's where this whole thing started.
They're the same thing, pretty much.
All right, here's what we found. Superdata is looking at data from Q2 2018. There is a considerable overlap between the audiences of Fortnite and other big multiplayer games that are popular on Twitch. Games like League of Legends, Counter-Strike, and Overwatch. There's a very similar audiences, lots of overlap there. In Fortnite, in Q2, the amount of hours that were spent watching that game on Twitch were up by 59%. Every other game is down. League of Legends down 19%, Counter-Strike down over 50%, Overwatch down 16%. So these same audiences, but everyone is watching more Fortnite than all these other games. On top of that, looking at total digital console sales for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in Q2 of 2018, total digital sales are up almost 50% year over year. However, if you remove Fortnite from the equation, total digital sales are down 6% year over year. There's one caveat that, of course, if Fortnite were out of the equation, those dollars could have been spent elsewhere. But it's just kind of proving, it's just sort of proving the theory that, yes, since Fortnite is part of the equation, all those dollars are going to it instead of these other games. Fortnite's sort of like summary is where previously no executives admitted to a loss in player activity or spending, it is increasingly clear that the newcomer, Fortnite, is taking market share from existing titles in addition to adding new players to the market. So bringing in new players and also stealing players from other games. Do we think what do we think? EA, Activision, the big guys? How worried about Fortnite should they be?
I don't know about worried about.
Yeah?
I mean, like that feels like the wrong wording to me, because worried about implies that it's a thing that's yet to pass almost. Like they got to be thinking about it in the future a little bit.
It's too late?
It's kind of already happened, right? Like
That's true.
I feel like the damage Fortnite is going to do has been done. And like I don't really think it's going to get worse. I feel like this is just the new world they live in, and they've got to adapt rather than like worry about what it's going to do to them.
That's just a small taste of the discussion on this week's episode of GameScoop. For the full episode, head over to youtube.com/GameScoop and be sure to subscribe.